Welcome in to the Simulation Football League quarterfinal playoff game between the Canton Classics and the Charleston Predators. Good evening, everybody. Speaking of sports, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Nordhoff, joined by Rick Nordhoff back in the booth.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Canton.
The Classics had a 10-2 regular season, are looking for redemption after falling champion runner-up last year. Charleston looks to continue the magic carpet ride, having won their wild card playoff game by 3 points over Fort Worth, 27-24. Rick, this should be a good one.
Playoffs? I'm excited for the playoffs. Playoffs, we're just trying to win a game here. This should be a good one, a great matchup.
Winner of the North Division of the SFL, Canton 10-2, Charleston 7-5. They're back in the playoffs after a year away. And Rick,
yes,
let's get things started as Brad Chet will kick off for Charleston.
Hey, Colin, you know what's warming up out in the parking lot, ready to go?
What's warming up?
The Rick meter.
Oh,
Rick
yeah,
meter is
right.
here. Denver, the service dog, is here, at least until he starts misbehaving, and we're underway.
Return from the 10 of Bob Lung on the return for the Classics. And he gets tackled at the 31. That brings out Scar Patterson at quarterback, number 9 for Canton.
I like to think we're a comfy couch here, Colin. We've got Denver, the service dog. We got the Rick meter. We got you on the ace call. We got Cam spinning the dials. We got Cam supporting Denver even when he acts up.
Justin Reside and Ron Haynes on the stats.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And the first play will be end out to Logan Lee, but he's stuffed in the backfield for a loss of 1. Joining Lee in the backfield is number 33, Robert Johnson, number 21, Bill Cherry. At fullback, wide receivers Ryan Owens, Andrew Gibson, Al Gilbert Sr., Bob Lung, and the tight end is Talon Steele.
You say that pretty fast. Thank you very much.
Empty backfield, Patterson back to throw on second 11 underneath, and it's incomplete. Broken up there by number 26, Brandon Ewing for Charleston. Up front for Canton, Max Van Linga at left tackle, Adam Chance at guard, along with Garth Lord, and Kara Klingon is the center, snapping the ball to Patterson on this 3rd and 11. Trips up to the top of your screen, Patterson. Surveys the defense as he's back to throw, needs 11 yards for the first one, instead he throws an interception. Sam Blotner grabs it out of the air, one of 2 free safeties on the roster, and returns it up the Classic 36-yard line where Charleston will take over.
Oh, yeah, he's got it going on. He just kind of gets himself in the throwing lane. I don't know if it wrong route or whatever happened. You know who else has it going on, Colin? Stephon Forge in the chat. Early shout out.
He's here for the Rick meter,
Yes, he is. He knows what's what.
And Charleston will start with John Lakeman under center. They employ 2 quarterbacks in the system. Ivan Kopech is the other one. A single back by Ian Lakeman. 2 tight ends. 2 receivers up to the top of your screen. Back to throw is Lakeman throws, and it's incomplete. Joining Lakeman is halfbacks Ian Francis and Nick Hoagland. Brad Taylor Wright is the fullback. Wide receivers are Doug Spelling, Nick Twice, Dora Lunar, and Doug Britt. Tight ends are 3 of them. Leon Sandcastle, Weapon X, Xavier Solomon, number 88, and Brennington James, number 89. 2nd and 10 for the Predators. Back to throw. Lakeman fires complete. At the 20-yard line, first down is good to Britton. And up front is DeBrickashaw Mullinex at left tackle.
Let's take a quick look at that play. They can't sent pressure, Colin, and still was able to get that throw in on target and on time. That was mildly impressive. Yes, please continue.
Perrin Ibarra is the right tackle. Left guard is Leroy James. Right guard is Finley James. And Jamarcus Lamarcus, the 17th, is the center, number 65. try saying his name 3 times fast. Spoiler alert, it's hard. First and 10 at the 20. Lakeman back to throw. Back for another pass. It's up to the end zone and he's intercepted. Intercepted on the play by Kanye Rockefeller, number 48, a 2-time All-Star. Free safety for the Classics, and that snuffs out a drive. What is going on?
You know what's going on? It's a pair of picks here, Colin, in the early going. My goodness. And a timely interception to kill that drive as that toss was in the end zone, the scoring area. Guarded by Ziplane.
Patterson under center will take the snap with an offset single back behind, a pitch that way to Logan Lee, and Lee, one of the leading rushers for the Classics, will pick up 2 yards on the play. Leo Morris on the tackle. Joining Morris in the defensive secondary besides Ewing and fellow cornerback Ryan Cook are free safety Matt Ryan, Sam Blotner, who had the early interception, and Jacob Clear and John Stamengo at strong safety. Detarian Arshington and Dan Dash are the defensive ends as this pass is complete to a Classic man. That is Ryan Owens for the first down for Canton.
By the way, I see I need to give Mike Daggs a quote on an RV loan. We'll be doing that later in the evening once we check his credit score. Don't hold your breath, folks.
Patterson was a really efficient passer in the regular season, compiling. As the throw is incomplete, but a flag is down. Talon Steele, the intended receiver. And we're going to get defensive pass interference on the play. Called on the play for the foul is number 31, Ryan Cook, for touching the receiver well beyond 5 yards.
Well, Stephon Forge gets the first point of the evening in the chat as he correctly spotted a cultural reference when we noted that you have to break Ziplane to enter the scoring area.
Patterson was third in the league in completion percentage during the regular season with just under 61%.
That's crazy.
Completion. 13 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. He gives off to Lee, and Logan Lee, who gained 974 yards, third most in the league, had a long of 47, as well as 8 rushing touchdowns, picks up 7 there to be second and 3. Anthony Ellison, John Nevels, and Forrest Dalton are the defensive tackles. Linebackers are inside Jack Brown, Hall of Famer, Ben Bowman, and Khalil Thomas. Flank Brown on either side as the quarterback sneak by Patterson will set up a 3rd and 2. I saw that play backfire in the Baltimore-Minnesota game when Jack Whitmore got injured, so you got to be careful. But the Classics facing an early 3rd and 2. Split backs behind Patterson. Pitch out to Lee, and Logan Lee has a first down, broken tackle over the 40, and tackled just past it. It'll be a first down for the Classics.
Keeps the drive alive, Colin. Let's see if they continue throwing as they near the end zone. They're running.
Give to Johnson. He's stuck behind his lineman, and that'll cost him yardage as he's tackled for no gain.
Hey, that was odd, right? So one guy on the left side was engaged with the defensive lineman. Lots of room to the left or the right, Colin. Nope, gonna run right up the back of that blocker.
2nd and 10, Patterson. Turns, gives to Logan Lee this time, and Lee spinning off the tackles, gets a first down, past the 35. They'll mark him down, but not before he moves the chains for the Classics.
Well done, young man, and good field vision there.
Already 5 carries for Lee with a nice spin move. You're always appreciative of the spinning maneuver.
Big fan of the spin move.
Patterson under center. Single back offset to the left-hand side is Johnson. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top in terms of wideouts to get to Johnson. Johnson has room, gets close to the 20, will pick up 3 yards before Brown strikes him down.
Smote him.
2nd and 7. Getting 7.5-point favorites at home over under 40.5 according to our pals over at Jack's Data. Patterson checks at the line of scrimmage against a 4-man front. Nickel look for the Predators. Back to throw is Patterson. Down the middle, tipped and incomplete, looking for Delapru Sr. But Leo Morse says, no, sir.
Yeah, got his hand in the throwing lane there and knocked that away. Good play. That was a touchdown, right?
It would have been had Morris not been there. 3rd and 7. 4 wide, 2 to either side. Single back is Lee. Offset to the left-hand side. Now they'll motion one of those receivers. That is Long up to the top of the picture to make a trips look. 3rd and 7. Patterson back to throw to the end zone. Overthrew everybody. Owens the closest Canton receiver to the football, but ultimately Rob Ems, the place kicker, number 1.
Yeah, not sure what's going on there, but that'll bring up the field goal attempt, won't it?
Will be the kicker. And Ems has been a reliable kicker his 5th year with Canton, 10 years overall in the league. Will boot this one through the sticks with 5:05 to go. 11 plays, 58 yards, 3 minutes and 32 seconds taken off the clock, and the Classics have a 3-0 lead.
Classics break the ice here in this SFL playoff game. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Rick Northrup, privileged to ride shotgun with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Colin.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind. Kickoff down in the end zone. Ball will come out to the 20-yard line. Charleston unable to take advantage of the turnover generated by the defenses. Lakeman, who had 15 interceptions during the regular season, threw one into the back of the end zone, costing his team potential points. 4 wide, 2 to either side, single back behind Lakeman. I've not seen Imig Kopech yet. This is going to be up the middle of Oakland, and Oakland will pick up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
That's sort of an innocent yet sturdy run as he just kind of moseys his way down for 9 yards.
Rockefeller on the tackle. During the regular season, Hoagland led this team in rushing with 504 yards. Was tied with team lead with 4 rushing touchdowns, 3-way tie with his fellow halfback Francis, who gets the ball here. No, that was Taylor Wright. He was stopped at the line, no gains to set up a 3rd and 1.
Disappointing for sure. An easy 2nd and 1. Let's just punch this over and get a new set of downs. Now it's 3rd.
Early emphasis on the run game for Charleston. They give again to the other fullback. Oh, Hoagland was lined up as a fullback. That's a 1st down for Charleston. They had 42 yards on 28 total totes of the football last week. Of course, they had to play the come from behind game. Imig Kopech threw 2 touchdowns. John Lakeman threw another. And Kopech is in on the roll. Backside throw tipped in the air, incomplete. And Kopech, who is the starter for the Chicago Warriors in the SFL M League, sees his first Major League playoff pass attempt here in the quarterfinals go awry. 2nd and 10, Lakeman back in. Single back behind him is Hoagland. Nick Toyce, the man in motion. Lakeman has to back up a little further. Finds Doug Britton, who had the 1st down via forward progress. He's still breaking tackles and gets out of bounds. Passes sticks on his own anyway.
Congratulations, you made 2 first downs on the same play.
King Jamal was the tackle he broke there. The initial tackle was corner Joshua Durr. King Jamal is at strong safety. Kanye Rockefeller, who already has a pick, as the free safety. Joshua Durr, Terrence Pearson, Zachary Amberger are the corners. DJ Klingon, Kevin Brackett, are the outside linebackers. Mark Gronick is the inside backer, number 42. Neil Rivers and LL Volt are the tackles. As up the middle, Hogan goes past the 50 to pick up 5.
They've been having some good success up the middle. You know what else is interesting, Colin, on that previous play on the pass? Canton sent pressure again. They're sending an extra guy or two sometimes fairly frequently. But Charleston's able to still get their playoff, get the pass away.
Jabril Curse, number 99, and Mike All, number 77, are the defensive ends. All serves as the team's general manager off the field. Had a big hand in constructing the roster as Taylor Wright picks up another first.
Did you get everybody introduced there?
I think so.
Seems like a big roster.
Big roster on both sides.
Well, they got like 11 players on each side of the ball or something like that. That's crazy.
Hey, it's hard work. As Kopech is back in, he's back to throw this time. Has to run out of the pocket, but down he goes.
Nice.
Near the line of scrimmage. It'll be an combo tackle out there.
They flush him out of the pocket and are able to get the sack.
And Klingon and Rivers combine on the stop. 2nd and 10 as adventures with Mr. Kopech will continue on this 2nd down play.
Power I, let's see what they got, Colin.
Out of the eye, dotting it is Francis. Kopech will dump this off to Taylor Wright out of the backfield, and he gains about 4 yards before tackled by Rockefeller to set up a 3rd and 6, and Lickman comes back in to take command.
A little behind the sticks here. Let's see what they've got dialed up.
Bunch to the bottom of your screen.
They put the linebackers right on the line of gain to defend that.
3-man rush, and the throw is almost intercepted. Kevin Brackett, who led the league in sacks with 11, almost had a playoff interception. And ultimately, it appears, no, Eric Blueberry. You may remember last time the Predators were in the playoffs, he had a emergency extended appearance at quarterback.
That's right.
After both quarterbacks got injured, he won't be needed tonight with Kopech backing up Lakeman as fair catch is called for by Andrew Gibson at the 14 of Canton. So a field goal was too rich for their blood, and the Classics now have it 1st and 10. Patterson up under center. There's 3 wide out in the pattern and a single back behind him. Turns, gives to the single back. Lee breaks the tackle up over the 20, almost got the first down, but he's tackled a yard short.
Who was lined up on the D end on the right side? See if we get a look at it over there. He had him, number 31, Colin. That was his man. That was his assignment. He knew he was coming there. Nobody blocked him, and he couldn't make the tackle. I'm so sorry.
Ryan Cook unable to make the hidden open space, and just like that, it's 2nd and short. Cherry now lined up in front of Johnson in the offset eye. They'll give to Cherry, and Cherry Bob trying to make his way to the 1st down marker, but alas, he doesn't explode past the sticks. Stamengo brings it down to set up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go, another short yardage. How did we get here and not pick it up already? Kind of play.
Lee in now on the offset eye to weak side to get to Cherry again, and this time Bill's not screwing around. Carries Khalil Thomas with him. No! They marked him short.
Oh my.
He's just a S-tier short.
That does not seem right.
And Coach Donaldson is challenging the play, the former Super Bowl champion. So let's take a retroactive look at the play. Get your SFL console. Get your console to play SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. Boy, first I'd read the game and I screwed it up. Anyway, let's take a look under the hood.
It looks like right there, he's over.
Well over.
Yeah. I think they're gonna
this
win
should
this
be a
challenge.
fairly easy review. Wow, look where his elbow was passed. Remember, the yellow line is unofficial, but still.
You kidding me?
And Canton
There we
will
go.
not be charged with a timeout, so
Justice is served, Colin.
So Coach Donaldson is happy and Coach Clear is displeased.
Football justice rears its glorious head.
22 seconds left on the clock. Canton up 3-0 at home. Trips to the top of your screen, 4 in total.
Bill Meyer deep in their own end here, Colin.
Here's Lee on the carry. Logan Lee with a nice juke, and over he goes. Over the 50. He'll get tackled just short of the 45.
Wow. Plus him up there, buddy.
And that almost like it'd be the last play of the quarter as the fans are excited about that long run. Longest of the game so far.
Yeah, a lot of wide open spaces there.
Reminds me of a song, but I'm not going to sing it.
You know, back when I was a ranch hand out west during the 1950s, you know, we had a lot of wide open spaces like that, Colin.
And the first quarter score is 3-0 Canton. Colin Northrup and Rick Northrup here at the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio, Fatherhood Festival Field. Just over the midfield stripe bar, the classic, penetrating into Charleston territory as Scar Patterson back to throw. Throws! Tipped in the air, incomplete. Sam Blotner, who had the interception, almost came up with number 2.
Maybe I should have yelled too.
.9:57 here, elapsed in the second quarter.
So far, Charleston playing them tough, but they need a stop here, I think, on this drive. Oh, show.
Patterson throws again down the middle, and it's incomplete.
Ooh.
Tight coverage that time by Ryan Cook, the man who missed a tackle in the open field earlier. Pass intended for Talon Steele.
Ryan Cook furiously typing in the text. Are we ever going to let that go? Oh, my gosh.
3rd and 10, Patterson has to get the whole ball of wax here. First down is just past the 40-yard line. He's going to sprint out to the left side, throw back, and Owens has it for the first down.
Nice. Big fan of the sprint out. Kind of catches everybody off guard, especially if your receiver, your primary target, it breaks open at the right time. Bingo.
One-handed catch, too. Well, the man draped all over him, and Matt Ryan. Patterson, he didn't start off so well, but he did throw the interception early, but he now has 2 of 8 for 24 yards thanks to that last throw as Lee churns ahead up the middle, will pick up 7. Now that's a kid who's been getting a lot of carries already. He's up to 8 carries, as it were, 9 carries for 72 yards. With a long of 28 yards. Just amazing stuff. 2nd and 3, Patterson. Split backs behind him, Dillapre Sr. to the bottom. So they go with 2 tight ends. And he motions to the top of the screen. Patterson on the sneak, he'll slide down past the 20-yard line. That'll be plenty for the Sticks.
Hey, you know, the motion man pulled the defender out with him to the far side, and maybe just that one fewer hat on the defense allows him to pick up that first down, Colin.
Interesting stats so far. Owens, 2 catches on 3 targets. All other pass catchers are 0 for 5.
Throw it to Owens.
As Lee gets it again, picks up 8 yards. Well, when the running's going like that, you don't have to worry about the passing game as much.
Right.
Picks up 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, Canton playing some tough ball here to go with their uniforms. Got to tell you, those are pretty stout-looking unis.
9 carries, 80 yards. Early now as they line up in the I. Johnson in the game at tailback. He gets the ball and he is immediately blown up in the backfield by Jack Brown for a loss.
Somebody either missed their assignment or there was a great technique by the D lineman. I didn't see exactly which it was. It happened so fast. It happened so fast, officer. I don't know. I never saw.
The linebacker came screaming through to intercept this 3rd and 4. They got a field goal last time in this sort of situation. They're hoping for more than that. It's Patterson, drops the throw, throws, it's intercepted! Intercepted on the play and running back the other way is Leo Morris.
It's a
Morris
foot race.
to the 50, to the 40, to the 30,
Whole 73.
to the 20, 10, 5, and Lord's not gonna catch a touchdown. Charleston, it's a pick 6.
Was that out of the end zone? Let's get another look at it here. This is awesome defensive play.
Oh, we're
Nope.
not going to get another look at it.
Yeah.
Gerth Lord, though, the big guy. Look at him giving chase.
Oh, 71 and 73. There's no chance those guys are going to catch him.
And for Charleston, who had 4 return touchdowns as a team during the regular season, gets one there from Leo Morris, who had 1 pick all of the regular season. And just like that, it's 7-3 following a pick 6 with 7:20 to go in the first half. Mike Dagg says it was right from the goal line, so
Yeah, there you go. 100-yard, a lot of yak there. Prodigious amount of yak. That interception. Thank you, Mike Daggs.
return deep from the end zone, Bob Long. And Mr. Long returns it out to the 33 of Canton, where the Classics will take over. Well, I have your attention. The SFL convention is headed to Baltimore for the 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th through the 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's inner harbor, and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. Rick,
Yes.
always exciting when the SFL can take its show on the road to various parts of the country.
Absolutely. Conventions are a ton of fun. I encourage you to consider it.
Lee picks up 8 yards. I know some people that have already booked their rooms.
Maybe we better get on that. I would see your little death stare here in the booth. Okay, fine.
10 carries now for Lee. He's picked up 39 of his yards after he's been hit. Here's to get to Johnson up the middle. And Johnson, who's had a hard time getting going, picks up the first down here just short of the 50. And so far, Rick, the Classics running game is working great, and their aerial attack is yet to get off the ground.
Well, it's kind of, they haven't completed that many passes, and a couple of them have been to the other team. So I don't know that they can be that one-dimensional the whole game, Colin, but certainly it's working for them right now.
They're down by 4. 6:20 to go until halftime. Logan Lee on the pitch out and gained 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. There's a look at Coach Donaldson, former Indianapolis Colt and Dallas Cowboy. Second and 6 is Mike Daggs. The flex in the chat, he says he booked 2 rooms.
I saw
He's bringing somebody in called Ramos
Ramos, I know.
from Mexico's.
There may be a Ramos sighting, which is exciting. By the way, I'll remind you the Rick meter is in the house and it's watching, intently here. A little hard to discern what might be happening. Although the Rick meter will note that Charleston's only scores on a exceptional defensive play.
And Logan Lee breaks the tackle, hurdles the man, and it's up to the first down marker. Plenty more.
I think to find favor with the Rick meter, Charleston's offense is going to have to contribute to the scorage.
And just like that, in 12 carries, Lee is unofficially over 100 yards. He's at 101.
Nice. At the 5-minute mark the second quarter already. Ding, 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 ding.
Johnson gives Lee a blow. He gets the ball, and Robert Johnson gets tackled after pickup of 4 himself. That offensive line, they're getting a big push against this very stacked defensive front.
Getting a good push and able to get some separation there or create some holes. I think a tough running back with a little bit of vision is going to do well tonight for them.
Third straight 100-yard game for Logan Lee at 156 against Pittsburgh. Cherry gets another short carry there, picks up about 2. Set up a 3rd and 4. Classics. Feels like a bit of deja vu, to bring out a favorite phrase of Yogi there. They're in a similar spot.
Don't throw it, right? Sorry.
And, oh, they're going to throw it. Downfield. Oh, one-handed catch. Oh. Are you kidding me? What a catch by Talon Steele.
It worked.
And I think that right there is the nice hands catch. That's the nice hands catch of the game.
Another look
brought
at
to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handout in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. Rick, that was a glorious replay.
Right? Well, it is, and for those of you with a classical education, will notice the ballet move that he had to execute to get his hand on that. That was wonderful.
2nd and 2 as Lee gets stopped a few yards short of the sticks. I see a lot of people in the chat. Joshua Durr, Logan Lee, King Enderman, along with classic superfan Lynette Cooper. Of course, Cameron Irvine is here. Mike Dykes is here.
I like that. I want to be a super fan.
Stefan Forge in the chat as well. Steele motions to the top of the screen. Get the belt. Cherry!
Goal
and
line.
He stuffed a yard short of the first down.
Goal
Jack
line.
Brown.
Sorry, go ahead.
Tackled him on the play.
I was to say, I was so excited. Goal line offense versus goal line defense, and the defense wins on that one. Sometimes I just got to get the crowbar out and stick a word in edgewise.
And they get to Cherry again, and he doesn't make it.
Wow.
He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. And that was number 69, Anthony Ellison, stopping him there. So this is essentially going to turn into an extra point as they line up for another field goal, this time from 19. To cut this to a 1-point game. Snap, spot, kick is good. 12 plays, 66 yards, almost 5 minutes taken off the clock. (7-6) our score, 2:21 left.
It's a funky score. It's weird because it doesn't feel like a 7-6 game. Am I right?
Yeah, you would be correct in your assessment, and I agree. It's twice returns it up to the 34.
Well, let's see what kind of answer they got here, buddy.
And Charleston, they've had difficulty moving the football on offense. The defense came up with 2 big turnovers. One ended up in the end zone. As Iman Kopak will start this series under center. 1st and 10.
As I said, the Rick meter's looking for Charleston's offense to do something.
And here's a good start as Kopak's pass is hauled in by Doug Britton for the first down. We know about his mobility, Rick, but that was a really good throw over Gronick, the linebacker. That
was had to thread the needle there a little bit and time it just right. Timing, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
7-6 our score. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. And Lakeman is back under center. I formation. They give to Holtman up the middle, breaking a couple of tackles, churning his way. They'll credit him with 6 yards as it's 2nd and 4 now.
2nd and 4, very doable.
Kopech is in at quarterback. Single receiver to the top of the screen, I formation.
First man through.
This is the fullback. He'll gain a couple of yards. Brackett on the stop. They'll set up 3rd and 3.
Wouldn't mind seeing a little more sense of urgency, though, here, Colin. What do you think?
We'll see. They do have all 3 timeouts in their back pockets now.
But they've almost run off a whole minute of clock time, and this would be the 2nd play within that 60-second window.
A motion to tight end as they line up with 3 of them. That was Dancastle. Kopech fires down the field, incomplete, looking for Solomon, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, for their trouble. They end up 4th and 3 with just a minute left. Even if they had converted that, it was still going to be a bit of a pull.
Blueberry on the field for the punt attempt.
Monsieur Blueberry.
Punt is directional and will be out of bounds inside the 10 at the 5.
Excellent punt there, Colin. Picking that corner off like that. That takes a good bit of skill to be confident enough to put it down there. You're off just by a few degrees, and it's going out of bounds like at the 20 or 25.
Ball is marked at the 6.
For those of you that remember your geometry class and your protractors, you know what I'm talking about.
1st and 10 at the 6. Patterson back to throw. This has been an adventure, but he completes this one to Allen Steele for the 1st down.
That was a nice football play there, Colin.
His 2nd catch, and this one a bit more understated than his 1st one, but no less important.
Well, you know, I suppose it is the playoffs, Colin, and anything can happen, and the Rick meter is still at neutral. A little bit of a conundrum to decipher what's going on and who might get the initial advantage call from the Rick meter, but it's still at neutral here.
Talon Steele, his 2nd catch there as Lee picks up 1, and I think Canton is just content to go in the locker room down by a point. They've had their own wild, crazy adventures on offense.
They are going to be kicking away, I believe, to start the 2nd half, though, Colin.
But Johnson on pitch out, they'll get stopped for a gain of 1. And like you said, we've reached halftime.
Here in Canton, the score.
The score is 7-6. Rick Northrup, I'm curious your thoughts.
Well, like I said, it's a little bit of an odd game. We swapped those interceptions early, killing those drives, one in the end zone, and then there was another pick that resulted in pick 6, which was a great play. But yeah, it's kind of weird, but neither team is really able to stake out an advantage at this point. Although I continue to believe or agree with the Rick meter that Charleston's offense can't produce some scoring. I think eventually Canton may wear them down. I think that's the risk for Charleston in the 2nd half.
Patterson finishes 4 of 11, 1st half, 52 yards, 2 picks. Neil Morris, obviously your player of the half here with the pick 6, as well as a couple tackles and a pass deflection. Let's take a quick halftime break presented by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
An Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Breaks GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Breaks GPT offers you a shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join our community of collectors on our Breaks GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting an humongous headliner on our site, breaksgpt.com. Actually, Charleston receives the ball to start the second half.
Right, yeah, I said Canton was kicking away to start the second, so the outburst of that coin.
And as you see, the numbers are totally in favor of the Classics, but
the scoreboard, everything but the
everything but the scoreboard. So a little bit of work to do for Canton on the offensive side, and they'll start with an handoff here, pickup of 1. Rockefeller with 5 tackles, and of course he had the early interception. 2 tight ends to one side. Lakeman 2 of 5 passing in the first half. Back to throw. Completion is good to Britton, and there he goes, sprinting away up close to the 40, and he's knocked out of bounds by Hamburger.
Charleston exhibiting a little pluck here. Maybe they heard about the Rick Meter's analysis of the team and the offense's lack of oar pulling, if you will. That was a really nice play. And Canton continues to try and be tricky on the O-line. They had 5 guys on the line, and then they dropped an odd combo back and only rushed 3. And Charleston's still able to complete the pass.
Throw down the middle of the field is good. Give is to Francis. Seeing Francis first carry of the ball game, gets 2 yards.
Francis, lighten up, Francis.
That'll be a 2nd and 8. That was a long throw down the field. Britton, his 4th catch, he's up to 78 yards, 37 yards on the play. Lakeman's back to throw. Down the field he goes, incomplete. Looking for Weapon X, Xavier Solomon, but ultimately unable to come up with a football. On his 3rd target of the ball game, it's 3rd and 8.
Weapon X.
That's what they call it.
I know, that's great. I want a cool nickname like that. Like Skippy. Oh, that's taken.
Bunch to the bottom. Lakeman down the middle. It's tipped and intercepted. Intercepted for the 2nd time. This time it's King Jamal returning it up to the Classics 38-yard line.
Yeah, despite kicking away to start the second half, Classic defense gets the ball back and puts their offense in business in pretty good field position, Colin.
It was tipped by Rockefeller, but Jamal came up with the ball on the tip drill deflection.
Go ahead, sorry. I thought you were done.
And Jamal, who had 3 picks during the regular season, gets 1 here in the postseason.
Well, let's see if Canton offense can do more than just pad their statistics. Maybe put some points, more points on the board here.
Give up the middle. Lee breaking tackles, picks up 3 more yards to add to his personal total. This kid has been spectacular. Broke into the league with the Vancouver Legion, and now is here with the Classics, just churning up the yards.
Is Mike All playing? I haven't called his name yet.
He is playing.
What does he do?
His position says defensive end, but we'll get to that when we get to that. As Johnson picks up the first down, Jack Brown on the tackle.
What is it you say you do here? Oh, so many cultural references. I don't know that anybody but Stefan's getting any of them.
First and 10. Ball marked just short of 50 Patterson. Surveys the defense. Now Brown comes up the blitz, turns, gives to Lee, and Lee will get stopped after yet another pickup of 3.
Good support by the corner and the safety on that play, coming up in run support, helps stymie that attempt, that rushing attempt.
Now they go 2 tight ends offset I. And the run up the middle. Johnson falls over his defender for the first down.
I guess you could say the Canton offense is, wait for it, rolling.
6:49
I'll show
and counting.
myself out. Thank you. Nothing?
You've told enough jokes already. You've reached your one joke.
My one joke limit. Ouch.
Lee again gets the ball. Logan Lee breaking tackles.
I don't know why they call them dad jokes, Colin. To me, they're just jokes.
Picks up 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. Yet to attempt to pass on this drive. It has all been forward smash, as you see the numbers. Lee's up to 129 yards, 17 carries. Bill Cherry gets another one, and look at the big fullback rumble short of the 20. Oh my goodness. Breaking tackles and making John Stamengo bring the big fullback down. And 177 rushing yards as a team now. Does Canton have?
You know what I did?
16 first downs to 6 for Charles.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Crazy lopsided. You know what I did not have on my bingo card tonight, Colin?
What?
Oh.
Throw to the end zone, touchdown, Ryan Owens. Throw the first pass they attempt on the drive, results in 6 points.
Nice. Nicely done. Let's get another look at it here. Two guys in the same area.
Owens down the middle. Everybody just goes deep to the parked car and hope somebody catches it in a blue shirt, and Ryan Owens did.
I want to be positive, generally speaking, so I'll say both those guys were open, even though there were 2 defenders. They happen to be in between the 2 open receivers.
Extra point is up and good.
Just takes it in.
7 plays, 61 yards, 2 minutes, 44 seconds taken off the clock. Owens hauls in touchdown pass of 22 yards from Patterson.
I was trying to make a note earlier, Colin, that I didn't have on my bingo card for today any reference to the Ottawa Red Blacks, but we've got one in the chat. And we happen to know an Ottawa Red Black player who won the Grey Cup when he played for them. Offensive lineman Nolan McMillan, who starred for University of Iowa back in the day. How about that?
First ever draft pick of that franchise, too.
You know what? I didn't even know that.
As the ball comes out to the 21st and 10.
Colin flashing the brain power, the wattage.
Kopeck pitches out to Hoagland. Tried to break 1 tackle, but couldn't break the 2nd. Mark Gronick from his inside linebacker spot. Making the tackle, a guy who's played outside, moved to inside in recent years. We haven't even had a chance to talk about these Charleston uniforms, Rick.
Well, let's go.
We'll get to
What are we waiting for?
Just the shoulder stripes, sir.
Alone? Yes.
Just the shoulder stripes alone are very creative and eye-catching. Not to mention the helmet features the outline of the state of South Carolina, where they're from. Kopeck out of the empty set is back to throw. Fires! Catch is made! Xavier Solomon.
Yeah, those are cool. I also like, for the guys that are sporting them, I like the red kicks.
And Kopeck.
Ooh, almost got a hand on it, too. Did you see that? The defender.
Yeah, both these quarterbacks have been playing it really close. And Kopeck, of course, I've seen his talent up close in the minors when he has a chance to be QB1. He definitely has the arm talent to move the ball down the field, as well as the mobility that many are looking for. Here he sprints out to the left-hand side, throws to the safe side, and Xavier Solomon unable to haul it in. Terrence Pearson, formerly with the Motor City V8s, his first year with Canton,
So let me give you
knocks it.
let me give you my armchair analysis. If you're running the sprint out, the ball's got to come out almost immediately because you have narrowed your field to half, right? Because you're not really going to throw back against the grain. Typically, that's usually a bad thing, right? So if you sprint out and you hold on to it, all it does is allow all the defenders to flood over to that side of the field and through.
2nd and 10. Lakeman under center, back to throw. Has to want the back set. Pressure! Ooh!
Nearly an immaculate reception there in the reverse. It caromed off the receiver back into or toward the defender.
3rd and 10. Solomon again the target. And as you look on 3rd down, Charleston only went for 4. Canton 6 of 9. That's played a big part in the offensive advantage for the Classics is the 3rd down efficiency. 4 wide, 2 by 2. Lakeman, the quarterback, he's back to throw. Shuffles out of the pocket, throws, and it's incomplete. Looking deep down the field, Doug Spelling, first time he's been targeted tonight. Unable to haul it in. Eric Blueberry on for another punt.
It's going to bring up that 4th down.
And Blueberry on for the punt with 4:08 to go in the 3rd.
Canton crowd breathing a little easier as they force a punt with the lead here.
And they'll take over at their own 33 with just over 4 minutes left in the 3rd. Cold and flu season is approaching. Give your immune system a fighting chance by feeding it the good bacteria in your gut like the world's tastiest probiotic snack.
Yes.
Gutsy Organic. Grab some today at your local Meijer, Public, or Safeway stores. That's Gutsy Organic, the official partner of your Canton Classics.
Nice.
2nd and 9.
Gut health is so important. Get on that. By the way, the Rick Meter staff has just made an appearance in the booth. They're going advantage Canton. Finally pulled it away from neutral. They're impressed that Canton was able to stymie the last possession of Charleston. So it's advantage Canton. Looking good at this point in the game for your Classics.
2nd and 9. Johnson to gain 3 more yards. It's up 3rd and 6. Four wide to either side. And they'll pitch it out on 3rd down and they get it.
Both receivers locked up their defenders nicely and gave him enough time to matriculate his way down to the line of gain.
So on a down that's typically a passing down in terms of distance, yardage distance, they cross them up at the run and it works. 1st and 10, Patterson under center. Turns, he gives to Johnson this time. Johnson breaks the tackle. He's to the outside. He's up over the 40 and he'll be knocked out of bounds. Why throw when the run game is working so well?
And that was so tempting. Let's see if we get a look here. They won't show up the pre-snap, but I believe there were 4 down linemen, and then there was just a couple of linebackers, but they were like 6-7 yards off the line of scrimmage. Just a great front to run against, so not surprising. They picked that up, Colin.
As you see, the rush advantage is now over 200 to 35.
Well, that's been the bread and butter here for the Classics tonight. Putting in a couple of timely throws. As I almost said, throwing in a couple of throws. That's terrible. Terrible writing. Speaker better, gooder, right? But that's no surprise. The running game has been working for them like crazy.
Here's to give to Johnson. Johnson finding holes in this half after struggling in the first half. And he runs down and Blutner makes the tackle. It'll be 1st down.
Nice compliment there, Colin, from Lynette. Little Howard, echoes of Howard Cosell. I think that's a high compliment. I hope that's a compliment.
That is a compliment. I will take it. Thank you. Another handoff, this time to Lee, and Lee picks up 4 yards. It's effective football. They keep it on the ground for most of the half.
Watch the run. Did you hear that?
From the in-game audio is Killigan. Will snap the ball to Patterson. He'll throw. Guard Patterson moving in the pocket. Throws backside. Ooh,
Oh,
real
my goodness.
dangerous. Liam Morris who had the pick six.
He needed to put a little air under that, Colin, but that was a little lackadaisical. There's your vocabulary word for the night, possibly. Lackadaisical.
3rd and 6. And it's been adventures passing with Mr. Patterson.
Adventures in passing. Little pitcher's got a rubber arm going.
Trips to the top as Gibson motions to that side. Patterson throws again to that side, and it's knocked away.
And there's your fourth, just like that. There's a 4th down, Colin.
Gibson, the intended receiver, and Rob M's on for the field goal attempt. Make this a 16-7 game. This one from 43. Snap, spot, kick is no good. M's off to the right. Misses the field goal attempt, so the drive comes up empty. Oh man, and one of the SFL's more reliable kickers just straight up pushed it. Charleston has an opening now with 51 seconds to go in the third. Can they take advantage of it? They take over on their own 33. I'm in Kopak under center. 2 receivers to the top, 1 tight end either side. He sprints out to the right-hand side, throws back, and Doug Britton has another catch. Who else for Charleston tonight? Other than big number 84, comes through once again in the clutch. I want to remind you while we have a second, the 23rd condition of the SFL playoffs continue Sunday with a pair of semifinal matchups at 6:30 and 9 p.m. Eastern. With the 4 best teams the SFL has to offer. Catch all the action here on SFL YouTube all postseason long, capped off at the 23rd SFL Championship Sunday, November 17th. Jacob Clear hoping his squad can get there, as this will be a 2nd and 6, likely to start the 4th and final quarter.
Right, and can we just say how disappointed the Rick Meter staff is on that missed field goal, but we've reached the end of the third, Colin.
Put your 4, 12s, 86s, 68s, 93s in chat, folks. Chris Curtis, read us our rights.
The presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Charleston down 13-7. Canton unable to tack on their lead after the missed field goal. John Lakeman on the roll, tipped away. Zachary Hamburger almost hamburglared that pass away.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one, Ronald. So I was going to say, in addition to be disappointing the Canton fans, that the Rick Meter staff was disappointed. They were about ready to move the needle another notch in favor of Canton and go to probable, but we're still at advantage Canton here, as so technically a 1-score game.
Empty backfield behind. Iman Kopak on this 3rd and 6 from the 50. He's back to throw against the blitz. Unable to come up with the ball. It's number 83 for the Predators. That was a reserve man down on the depth chart as they go 5 wide.
Yeah, you know what else that was? That was almost PI. It looked like he was getting tackled exactly at the same time the ball was arriving.
Real bang bang, but alas, the officials keep the flag in the pocket as Blueberry
another
angles is out of bounds inside the 5 again.
Nice. That is so tough to do, and we've seen it a couple of times tonight, Colin. Hat tip to Monsieur Blueberry.
Stefan Ford says Colin presents Passing Adventures with Mr. Patterson. Pull up a chair.
Right. McDonald's to the booth staff. I do enjoy a lively chat. Thank you so much.
Two all involved. As Lee gets hung up behind his tackle, he still manages to squeeze out a yard, but Dan Dash brings him down.
He gets sort of like glued to his blocker's backside there occasionally, like that again. Just roll off, guy. Throw in the spin move or something. Goodness sakes, for the love of Pete.
Give to Johnson. He's tackled at the line. They're going to give him a forward progress of 1.
Well, look at this. Charleston defense is throwing up a little bit of a fight here as they've got Canton backed up deep in their own end.
Total yards definitely closer, 104 to 73 this half. Patterson on the sprint out. Back over the middle. It's intercepted. Leo Morris again, and this time he'll set up his offense with a near instant red zone opportunity at the 18.
Wow, yeah. It's red area time.
Second
Nice.
pick today for Morris. Also has 4 tackles on defense.
Looked like it might have been a bad route or something, because the receiver continued on. And the defender just stood there and said, "Throw it to me," and he did.
Lakeman under center at the 18. They are down by 6.
Well, this has got the Rick Meter staff back up and opening a fresh Mountain Dew and a pack of Pop-Tarts as Canton, if Charleston scores here.
Oh, and the interception. Mark Groenick picks it right back off Lakeman. What is going on? We saw this kind of whiplash effect in the first quarter, and there he is again showing up in the fourth.
Oh, what? So much wasted Mountain Dew. It'll just get warm on the desks.
Classics take over at the 19. 6 combined turnover tonight, 3 each for both sides. 3 wide, 2 to the bottom. Scar Patterson is going to pitch it out to Logan Lee, and why not? After the passing adventures we just saw in that sequence there, picks up 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, in the chat, what are these quarterbacks doing? I think that's the one of the operative questions of the game so far. By the way, it's a playoff game. Lose and go home, right? You got to win in advance.
Johnson will make it a 3rd and 3 as he picked up a yard there. Stamengo brought him down.
And this game is right there for the taking. And Charleston, I feel for you that you were in the red zone and immediately turned it over. That's gotta hurt. That's gonna leave a mark.
This is your down in the knuckles dirt kind of fight as Logan Lee picks up a first down as they continue to siphon time off the clock. There's another vocabulary word.
Yeah, siphon. That's lackadaisical and siphon. Those are 2 good vocabulary words. Don't forget, it pays to enrich your word power. And if you want to score well on your standardized tests, build your vocabulary, people. And how do you do that? You read. And what happens when you read? You also get a little smarter.
159 yards for Logan Lee as it's now his new season high.
Wow.
Kira Kilganon with a great block there on that last play to spring Lee loose as Johnson will pick up a yard.
Just for point of interest, what are the 2 QBRs you got going on right now?
You want me to read them?
I want you to read them because I don't think either quarterback's got much to write home about.
Kopech is 67.7. Lakeman is 10.8. And Patterson is 33.1.
Yeah.
So not exactly.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Not exactly quarterbacking masterclass as this pass is over the head of everybody, incomplete.
Quarterbacking masterclass. Sign up. Order now for your 8 DVD pack of quarterbacking masterclasses, narrated by your Colin Northrup.
5 of 16, 3 interceptions for Patterson. Team's 8 of 13 on third down. That's why they're winning. And he tries to sling it, and he does! The talent steal for the first down exactly at the 50.
That may double his QBR. But if you order before midnight tonight, you'll also get free Ginsu match.
That's a critical third down as Patterson.
It is, and as you said, the clock is continues to advance, becoming the friend of Canton.
Johnson spins, tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain. John Stamango again. He's been a busy guy. That's his 9th tackle. 9th solo tackle of the ball game. Jack Brown with 11 solo tackles plus 4 assists. He's been busy as well.
Busy bee. Yeah, in a perfect world, absent scoring, Canton will continue to generate first downs by running the ball and get the clock down into the area where Charleston will have to start burning timeouts.
Lee will grind ahead to make it a 3rd and 2. 5:46 and counting.
Well, this is gut check time, Colin. This is championship football right here. The lead and the ball late in the 4th, and the defense is only down by 1 score. They need a stop.
Here, and they won't get it here as Johnson picks up the first down on the dive up the middle.
That's good field and situational awareness. I just got to get over that line again. Nothing fancy. Which, by the way, is a great Leonard Skinner album.
3 wide, single offset back is Lee. Lee will get the pitch out on the left side. Logan Lee starting to wear this defense down as he gets bigger chunks.
Yeah, 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3. Going to be tough for Charleston.
Another look at the team stats. 253 rushing yards as a team for the Classics.
Yep.
Across both tailbacks, plus Patterson and Bill Cherry, the fullback. Give Johnson first down.
First down. They're going to be able to take this down pretty close to the 2-minute warning.
Patterson walks up under the center. The offensive line has kept things perfectly clean for Scar Patterson, and it's opened up some huge hole for both tailbacks. Here's Lee again on pitch out the Sunday. The other side, what a move! And he scores! Touchdown Classics!
Wow! And who cares about burning time off the clock when you can put it in the end zone?
Lee follows some good blocks and spin move right now and Blotner, and that was all she wrote. It's now 19-7 with 4:18 left. Just a masterful job of running by Logan Lee. Extra point pending by Rob Ems. PAT is good. It is now 20-7. SFL Season 9 continues next Friday, November 8th, with new commissioner Alexander West in studio, headlined by a rematch of the top 2 teams from last season, the Lexington Miners and Nashville Tempo, at 6:45 p.m. Eastern, plus Bossier City, Pittsburgh, San Jose, Chicago, and Philadelphia, Albuquerque. See the stars of tomorrow, Friday, November 8th on SFL YouTube. It's the return. Twice refuses to go down. He's one of those stars. That's Nick Twice, rather. He plays for Chicago along with Iman Kopech.
Well, I think he did twice refuse to go down. There's 1, 2, and they finally get him down there in the 3rd try. Came out of Chicago, is that what you said?
Yeah, playing for Chicago at the moment.
Playing for Chicago.
Football, guys. As Kopech is in to start the drop. It's a 12-play, 70-yard, 35-yard drive. To almost 4.5 minutes off the clock, according to Ron Haynes. One of the statisticians backing us up tonight. One-handed catch by Doug Spelling. Only been targeted one other time and he comes down with a spectacular grab.
Nice catch. Good concentration. Here we go. He's going to get a zip right there.
Concentration. Ready
Ready to begin. Here's the ball. I got it. Ugh. Getting the wind knocked out of me.
He'd been targeted once before, and that is the first reception all evening, other than the one catch on 5 targets by Xavier Sullivan. That has not gone to Doug Britton, but it's gone to Doug Spelling, and this sprint up pass will be caught.
Now we've got that sense of urgency we were looking for earlier in the second quarter.
Here's Kopak back to throw. And the big quarterback looking for Spelling, throw knocked away by Pearson, 3rd and 5.
That was just really good coverage. Didn't really have any, couldn't really do anything with that. Does stop the clock, but a 3rd and a little longer than you'd like to have here.
Trips to the bottom. Single man topside as Lakeman is the more experienced thrower. He's back to throw. Over the middle. Incomplete, looking for Britton, but perfect coverage there by Kevin Brackett.
Did you say topside? When were you in the Navy? I missed that.
I'm not allowed to talk about that.
Oh, that's right. You're working for a 3-letter agency.
As Lakeman is back out there on 4th down. I think this is the right call.
Oh, yeah.
Xavier Solomon, the man in motion. Back to throws, Lakeman throws, it's intercepted! Again, this is Gronick, his 2nd in the game, and Mark Gronick will have no one to catch. No one. Touchdown! Classics!
Shows a little bit there. Wow. And the Classics get a pick 6 of their own.
From the inside, Backer got a couple of blocks, and there was nobody there.
Nobody home. Congratulations, Canton. The Rick meter is now going to book it. Move it to book it. You are going to win this game. And we talked about, Colin, or you'd asked me at the half, for my thoughts or impressions, and I think I said the risk for Charleston is that Canton's just going to continue to wear them down, and they've exploded here in the 4th quarter.
Just to look at our upcoming games, we will either have the Classics take on the winner of Florida, Arizona, who they'll host here, and then Sunday at 9 p.m. Mexico City, Minnesota, as it'll be a cross-border showdown.
All right.
As the Aztecs travel north to the land of 10,000 lakes.
It'll be the Mini-Mex rivalry game.
By looking at the statistics,
Yes.
Kopak is 6 of 11 for 68 yards.
Okay.
No touchdowns, no picks. Lakeman is 3 of 14 for 67 yards. He's thrown more interceptions than completions.
How many would that be?
4 interceptions to 3 completions to his own team.
He probably ought to be benched. He just struggled tonight.
Oh, game is at Mexico City, so Minnesota will be taking a trip south to the border. It's one-handed catch there. Back to throw, Lakeman. Throws over the head of Doug Spelling, incomplete.
Trying to get something, anything, to work here.
Mike Daggs has a name for Mexico. He calls it the land of tacos. Type attack, welcome in as Lakeman throws a little post cut over the middle to Britton. And Doug Britton, that's his 7th grab on 9 targets for 121 between the 3 passers. Lakeman on the sprint out, throws backside, tipped in the air, and complete, 2nd and 10.
Right idea, but kind of dangerous there. Am I right?
2:42 left in the ball game. 27-7 our score. Lakeman remaining in the game at quarterback. Throws, catch made by Britton. Tackled short of the 20, and the hurry up comes again. Back to throw. Over the head of Spelling, incomplete. That's the big reason why he only had 3 completions before this drive. He's just been a little long with his throws.
Yeah, just off. He's having an off night. A good metaphor for his for the evening Canton's had. Charleston.
Kopech is in. There's an empty backfield. There's the setup for Mr. Kopech. Look out for Brian Ball. Loose. And the Predators fall back on it, but it's a loss of 9.
That guy came right around the blind side, and
nobody picked him up. Kopech deep to Spelling, and it'll be a touchdown.
First and goal.
Tackled at the 1, Spelling's 3rd reception. He's up to 51 yards. That was long of 30. Kopech to the end zone, incomplete. Clock stopped at 2:01. Xavier Solomon the target.
Wow. Well, that was exciting. Couldn't fall into the end zone. Got pushed out of bounds at the 1.5 yard line.
They'll get a play in before the 2-minute warning. Lakeman under center. Throws. One in to get. No! Gronick broke it up.
Gronick, the man's a menace. Why didn't they run the ball a couple of times? A half yard. And we've reached that 2-minute warning.
They do have all 3 timeouts in their pocket, but they're down by a bundle.
They need 3 scores.
Single back behind Lake. Arish Prasad says, when I stepped away, the score was 7-6. Well, you missed a lot, my friend, as this pass is incomplete.
Oh my gosh.
King Jamal broke on the ball, and it's 4th and goal.
Why no running? I ask again. I ask you once again. Why no running? Oh, worried about the clock ticking. I mean, come on, you line up and run again pretty quickly.
They're going to motion the running
Empty
back out
backfield. Oh my gosh. He's just sneaking. Oh.
Throw to the end zone, knocked away.
Oh my goodness.
Xavier Solomon, the intended receiver, and it's just been one of those nights.
Oh man.
He had it in his hand, but ultimately just a bridge too far.
Miranda Dumas, echoing my sentiments exactly. Friends and family of Charleston may want to avert their eyes after that 4 straight passes from the half-yard line.
Ball on the 1.
Canton's got to get this out of the end zone. There we go.
Lee will muscle into the 5 for a pick of a 4, and here goes the burning of the timeouts.
Right. Canton has gotten themselves to the place where they wanted to be, getting Charleston to burn some timeouts, but if they end up having to punt, they don't want to be punting here from their own end zone. Still need a 1st down in more ways than one.
Offset eye. Jerry on the carry. Gets stopped on the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 6.
Oh, interesting explanation from SFL headquarters there on the head-scratching pass plays, right, Colin? Did you see that?
They were down by 20, so regardless of the yard line, it will be a pass because they were in that no huddle for such extended period of time down to there.
Got it. Interesting.
3rd and 6. 1st down ought to salt this game away. Charleston down to their last remaining timeout, and Lee will get it and plenty more up over the 25.
One more timeout, and then we will go through the administrative process of winding up the game. Colin, this was an interesting one for quite some period of time, and it was really anybody's game, certainly in the first 2 quarters.
It's one of those boa constrictor-like games where Canton was just leaning on a run game, and eventually their opponent cracked under the pressure.
Right. Well, then they got that pick six too, and Charleston with the rotating quarterback rotation system just never really seemed to get into a rhythm, did they?
That consistent rhythm, Lakeman struggled. Even in that last drive, he struggled to ultimately stick it in the end zone. This will be the last snap. Carr Patterson downs it. So they will.
That'll be one more snap. Snap it one more time. Sorry.
So the Classics will
advance.
Will advance in the playoffs. The Predators can't follow up the wild card win.
The wild west wild card win thing. Great season, fun games for them.
They finished 8-5. They'll finish with 8 wins on the year. 7-5 regular season, 1-1 in the playoffs.
Yep, congratulations, Canton Classics.
As their road to redemption in the postseason continues.
Trying to get themselves back to that championship game, are they?
Indeed they are. And that's the final gun score, 27-7. Coaches shake at midfield. Rick, I'm curious your thoughts on this ball game.
Sure, yeah. I kind of shared earlier that it was anybody's ball game in the first half. The second half was all Canton. And it ends up that pick six for Charleston was their only scoring column. And
13 minutes time of possession total.
Yeah, as Canton puts up 21 unanswered.
Logan Lee finishes with 218.
So those are my thoughts. Good game, like you said. Canton just kept going and grinding and scoring on offense. Got a defensive score, and 27-7 is your final. 23
first downs, 399 total yards. Finished just shy of 100 passing yards at 98. Played a game Logan Lee over 200 yards. Very impressive, in my estimation.
Yeah,
what about you?
I agree. I totally agree.
Well, appreciate those of you who stuck with us in the chat. Thanks to our statisticians Justin Reside and Ron Haynes. For Colin Northrup and Rick North.
Yo.
Rupp. We're saying good night and good luck.